High rises are made of concrete and steel, and most of them are. Then your safe place, you're limited, right? So your safe place is inside. Maybe that's the exterior hallway or Wellwood Spring. Safe place is going to be inside interior hallway. If you are in one of these high-rise buildings at the Central West End. Now, if it's one of those new construction that's more of the stick construction made of wood, then you want to get to lower levels. But in any case, you're putting as many on the outside as possible as these storms roll through. Again, tornado warning, the circulation now moving into the Maplewood, Richmond Heights, and Clayton area, moving into Forest Park, moving towards BJC. It will be moving into downtown here in the next few minutes. It'll be the factory, not the factory, that's out in Chesterfield. They had the hail. Jimmy, the foundry. So it'll be moving into the foundry.
Yes,
here.
the foundry, and there's a lot going on here. Tornado warning continues in effect until 3 p.m. and that is again for Iron and Reynolds County. They're going to continue that one also.
Yeah, they had quarter-size hail, the QT up on Dorset, which totally makes sense.
Yeah, they're seeing lowering around to the west of BJC.
Yeah, we've got that right here. That's what this is this area. Of course, BJC's right here. These are the clouds we're watching. In fact, get you a shot of that. The Central West End, you need to be in yours right now if you're in the Central West. And that's
Wow. That looks like a tornado kind of coming this way, doesn't it?
right now. I'm trying to see to actually one, and is that current? Because we can see absolutely nothing at this point. That is looking for 100 above the. And I'm trying to take the camera down if we can even see the roof. But there's leaves blowing through. So if there's, this is right the area where it is coming in. Right, okay, so but you see stuff flying by. So picking up, we know
Wow.
picking things up, leaves out of Forest Park.
The read trackers, blue showing up around this area here. BJCs, that could be the leaves.
Okay, so yeah, that probably is the leaves, but there's look, you kind of get the sense of it would be coming through right now.
Oh, wow. I know this is dumb.
It's with rain, it's a wall of water, sometimes with the wind with rain as it's coming through. So I want to see if we can get a shot of City Park here. The tornado for the city of St. Louis right now, this is moving in. Look at the winds gusting here. This is looking obviously here over towards the wheel and over towards Union Station and the soccer fields. Traffic heading eastbound very slow, but we're already seeing, some, it looks like leaves flying by, which is very common to see when you're dealing with these kinds of storms moving through.
Holy
I'll pop
cow.
this back to the radar here for you. And again, Jimmy, this is the storm here in the metro area. It's producing hail. It is producing, and now it's a confirmed tornado, observed tornado. And there's the debris belt right over BJC. So it went just north of BJC. All right, again, what we've been saying, in your safe place, lowest spot you can get to. So you got a debris ball here, there'll be trees being whipped up with it. You're in North St. Louis City, you need to be in your safe place right now. Don't get out on the road along 70. This is going towards the east, so Matt, over towards 2 and circulation. Let's just look at the wind field out of here again. Again, tightening up here as it's moving through the city. I don't need to see how many get me live cameras. Here's the circulation coming in. Okay, to Lee right now is going across.
It's just on the other side of the highway.
Route 3. There's 2 of 3. You're in the path of this storm in Fairmont City State Park
So I
Place.
think I'm okay.
In your safe place. This is now a confirmed, observed tornado from the National Weather Service. Observed tornado from the National Weather Service. We're going to pop this back on that debris out of this. So right now around UMSL, looks like you're getting the hail there. You're getting the hail here along 270 towards Washington Elizabeth, and that's spreading east 367. So you have a combination of things going on here between this circulation, which is really tightened up. And so the debris to the air here off of this.
It's crazy when I'm looking out the window, I can't see what this camera sees. It's like a greenish kind of wall, but the camera.
We're talking about Old North. We're talking about St. Louis Place. There's the Ames Visual Arts Elementary School in this area. The near North Riverfront, Hyde Park neighborhood. You need to be in your safe place right now.
Yeah, it's north.
The Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood. The Dome at America's Center in the path of this, coming right for downtown. And I stay just north of downtown St. Louis, but we can't guarantee that for sure. So for those of our staff that are working on the upper floors, if you all would move to our lower, safer places. There's the dropout we're seeing. There's the dropouts that we're seeing up to the north. So let's put on a track here. That's the city. Here's this. It's where the rotation is going right now.
Wow.
Any signs of rivals on there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, even my house is right where that tornado is.
Yeah,
So
that is
Granite
City, Fairmont City, Collinsville, Maryville.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we just said. North City, you need to be in your shelter right now, especially in the Old North area of St. Louis City. So this is a pretty intense situation. Kay, what do you have?
Saying they have not heard tornado sirens go off.
That's
or
true.
have not gotten any kind of warning on their phone.
Well, we did get our warning on our phone.
I got the warning on my phone, but I did not hear the sirens.
You should have heard.
They did a lot of siren testings recently.
In this area, coming right down Washington and right down Lindo and Olive, and it's headed for the Dome, crossing the river, moving towards Venice and National
And
City.
damage in North City, that area.
Okay, so we have damage to Kentucky, Columbus Spring. We probably already have it. This is taking the Stan Musial Bridge across the river towards Horseshoe Lake State Park. Half of this. Again, this is where we think the tornado is, where the circulation is.
They actually put weather service very likely significant damage in North St. Louis City.
Yeah, we would think especially along the north of Lindo at this point, just based on what we can see here. We're looking at this, you've got your circulation in here, that's pretty tight circulation. It has come through the central west end, it is moving through the northern part of the city, that's the Rock Road right there. Here's 70 North Broadway, so it's moving into North City, Hyde Park neighborhood, Old North, moving across the river into Venice, and then down Highway 3. This is I-70 in downtown St. Louis right now, as we continue to see that. So that morning, the observed tornado continues. They do stretch it up. Granite City's in the morning. The morning also up to Edwardsville and Grand Carpet. This is where the focus is going to be. Probably stay south of Glen Carbon, but in this area right now that is working its way just across the river. So tracking this at 55 miles per hour, we're going to track this east-northeast. These are the places that we're concerned about right now, where we need to be signals. Okay, not only we've transitioned now from a hail threat to where we have a pretty tight rotation, and believe we have some significant damage. It's about in Granite City right now, if not a minute ago. Washington Park, Exuma, Glen Carbon, Collinsville. Eventually this goes over to Troy and Marine. Right now, our focus would be at Granite City, Pontoon Beach, right along 111 here, the area that is right along 111 at this point in Madison County. And again, this is coming across the river, pretty dangerous.